Thank you, Nintendo, for just having this right there on the homepage. Makes it so much easier. I didn't have to open YouTube for this. Hold on, I gotta turn the volume up on my headphones. There we go. Oh yeah, there was a Direct last week, and I just totally missed it. I meant to stream it then, and then I just didn't. So, my bad. Okay, I like the new Direct intro. Cute. Okay, I have seen a lot. By the way, yes, I've seen a lot of what has already been talked about online. So this one, though, of course, was very exciting right off the bat because it's Mario Kart. Yeah, Mario Kart 9, essentially. Kind of, because it's not called Mario Kart 9. I do love the art style, though. The art for this the art style looks gorgeous. I love it. Everyone looks so expressive and so much more, like, cartoony. I love it. And there's the big change for good old Donkey Kong, but we're going to see more of that different design in a bit. Okay, okay, I was like, are we still going to have more wacky-themed Mario courses? Because a lot of these looked like real-world locations, and I was like, where are you going with this, Nintendo? Ooh, that was like a old-timey Hollywood level? That's cool. Whoa, you can wall kick now? That's cool. I saw that the little Moo Moo cow from Moo Moo Meadows is going to be a playable character now. That's so cool. Hammer Brothers are playable now. That's cool. Always nice to see Birdo come back. Okay. Okay, so I saw that some of the characters had different costumes, so I thought, oh, you can just unlock different costumes for the characters. I guess not? I guess they're like a gameplay mechanic? Yeah, Mario Kart World. I love that logo. That is a beautiful logo.
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
Like a Mario Kart game. I don't know which one.
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series.
Seriously, Charge and Chuck is playable now too. That's cool.
Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held.
You gotta love how inconsistent the world of Mario is when they zoom out and show like the whole Mushroom Kingdom landscape.
Day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
That's cool.
And in this Mario Kart game,
I recognize that. That's a
you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere.
Hey Jay, how's it going? Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Toad Factory.
4 courses in a bid for first place.
Okay, I see some of the returning tracks already.
At the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most
Jesus!
The competition is gearing up.
24?
Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another. There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below
This is
the
cool.
placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
Oh, okay, that's kind of fun.
Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
Now this seems like this is like an online mode. This is absolutely something I can get behind. That sounds like it's a lot of fun.
You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
That's fun. I could see a lot of kids having a lot of fun with the free roam, with the free roam option. I think that's cute. That's cool that you can have a free roam option.
Also go for scenic drives with friends.
I would have definitely. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. I like it. I was trying to say I could see like young me, like little kid me, mostly doing free roam as a kid. I'm loving these costumes.
The entire world starts here. Mario Kart World.
I love that artwork.
Game
It's so
launches on
good.
the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct.
Oh, cool.
Be on the lookout for more information.
Hey, we do a lot of Mario Kart stuff on my socials, so hey,
Mario Kart World
if I have time,
launches the same day
maybe I'll
as
stream that
Switch
direct
2.
too.
We'll share more details in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
Okay, what else we got?
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, that's kind of important, dog.
These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2.
The Joy-Con 2. I love they just kept it really simple.
And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button.
Yeah, it's the chat button, I think is what it's supposed to
Let's
be.
take a look at some new experiences it offers.
Dude, online they were going nuts over what could the C button possibly be, and I was just like, I mean, they'll tell us. We don't need to speculate that hard, guys.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys.
God bless that actress. She's trying. She ain't doing too much.
So quick.
So it's Discord. It's just basically Discord. You can tell these actors aren't gamers because that is not how gamers talk.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi.
I feel like this is gonna backfire though. Unless there's a headphone jack in the controllers, like, you know, most controllers should have by this point, to where you can plug in a microphone or a headset.
While using the game chat feature,
Mm.
your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Ew. Yeah, no, that's not good.
Alright, let's keep going. Okay.
It can pick up your speaking voice clearly, even from a distance.
That seems so far away though. Like,
Alright, let's keep going. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a
When it's noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly. letting
you
you
are,
chat.
are you sure about that, Nintendo? Are you sure?
It does look beautiful. It's and you can use this feature in handheld mode too, letting you easily chat.
See, like, handheld for a microphone like that
If you
doesn't
open the
sound
chat
terrible.
menu and turn on game screen sharing,
Good job, good job. There we go, there we go.
Ooh, that
You can also share your
that frame
game
rate
screen.
took a massive hit though.
Really?
I'm not a frame rate snob when it comes to games, but like that does look kind of rough.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, he's trying to eat me. He's trying to eat me.
okay, I got it.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Okay. You can chat.
Animal
press
Crossing.
content, even while playing different games.
I do think that's still New Horizons though, so I don't think that's a I don't think that's a reveal of a new Animal Crossing game.
I'm falling. Okay, we got it. We're safe, we're safe.
I do think that's cute that you can talk to each other while all playing different games. That's cute. That's a feature.
You can adjust the size of your game screen. Guys, I lost. Like, where'd you go? Or expand another friend's game screen.
But it just doesn't look that good, dude.
You're almost there, though. It's just like the wall. Like, if she gets past the wall.
This is where I have to do a little wall ride.
Okay.
So everyone.
I can see people using this a lot,
I think I know where you are.
but I feel like I feel like after like a month, everyone's just gonna go back to just doing Discord again.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
let's take a picture here.
Okay, are you ready?
Smile.
Yay.
Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Oh, yo, that's sick.
I like your pose, Meeks. On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Okay. Really cool.
Wait,
Actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah? Okay, for sure.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And there's this. By connecting this camera to the system.
What?
Hey!
Hey, what's up?
Okay, that's
Hello,
neat, I guess.
Yo. Hey.
Hi, how's everyone doing? Good?
You can seen appear on screen and video chat while playing a game.
Again, it's a neat feature. I just,
How it works with just the camera feed.
I don't know how. I don't think I'm not gonna. I can't see a lot of people using this regularly though.
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
Okay, I do like the idea of having everyone's profile image in Mario Party just be their face though. That's kind of fun.
Using game chat.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That camera
Even
quality
when
was
you're alone,
rough.
You can play games and hang out as if you were together in the same room. Play together or compete in online multiplayer games.
I appreciate Splatoon getting a little bit of a spotlight here.
Decide your own rules for a retro game competition. Or hold a sports competition between families. All together, anytime, anywhere.
I love the implication that people are still playing Nintendo Switch sports. They're not.
What did you think? In developing Game Chat, our goal was for you to enjoy playing online with others more closely.
Nintendo though, it's like Nintendo. Okay, this is.
Almost as if you're all
I'm
playing together
gonna
in the
sound
same
really
place.
stupid for a second. This is like, as a diehard Nintendo fan, y'all literally know that. Like literally, my entire branding is Nintendo
Will be
themed.
available on the same day as Switch 2.
For some reason, Nintendo is so adamant on just not giving people just regular ass game chat. Like just headset, microphone, done. Like that's all we need. You don't need to reinvent the wheel with this Nintendo. It's so easy. It's so easy to do this. Like even then, like when I do it on the rare occasion I do play online games with friends, I use Discord. But even then, like Discord is super easy to use. Nintendo always tries to go with like they try to reinvent the wheel with it, but it's like, dude, just put a headphone jack on this thing. That's it. That's all we wanted. They go beyond what is required. Yes, Jay. Jay 100% gets it.
You can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game with Game Share. As shown here. even
So
games
Game
with
Share is
multiple
basically
screens
just
can be
not
played
Street
with
Pass.
one
It's
person who owns a compatible game. With Game Share, you can temporarily share compatible games with
Son of a-
others who also have Nintendo
I forgot
Switch
what
2,
that.
or a
The
Nintendo
DS
Switch
had the same download play. This is basically just download play for the DS. But okay, good.
Game Share
This should have been a feature with the original Switch, but okay, that's nice.
You can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed earlier. Game Share can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch. Game Share support is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2,
Which
we
makes
hope you'll
sense.
Look forward to it.
Up next, we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Please take a look.
I feel like they should have started with the Switch 2 first. Bigger screen, same
At
thickness.
7.9 inches, Switch 2 has
I
a bigger built-in
really wish that screen was an OLED screen, but eh.
The system's thickness
They'll make a
is-
second model.
With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Nice.
The
Wow.
screen supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
That's cool.
The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR.
Nice brighter
providing
colors.
more
Always
contrast
going to be a
light
good thing.
and dark areas of the images.
I feel like the battery on this thing's going to be fucking terrible. That's going to be the trade-off.
all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically.
Excuse me.
Strong magnets keep the
Hey, I see that Mario Sunshine shirt. Okay, I'm down. Mario Kart World's the greatest game of all time now.
Pressing the release button on the back.
You know what? It can't be any harder than I hope it's easier than getting it off of the regular Switch.
SL and SR buttons are bigger, for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
I mean, I'm never gonna do that, but good. Dude, Joy-Cons are too tiny. I have big hands, okay? I can't play with the Joy-Cons. Mouse control?
Each
What?
Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls.
That's kind of cool.
By adjusting the
I would
audio
hope that
sounds
we
between
can
the ranges,
use them when...
sounds from the built-in
Oh,
speakers are
dude,
clearer
Nintendo...
and
Mario Maker 3?
and tabletop modes.
Be easier to make a level in Mario Maker by using a mouse. Just saying.
Anytime via game chat.
Yeah, I don't
It
care about
also
that.
uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
I'm still iffy on that.
Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
So they're gonna have... Are they gonna have a Bluetooth feature right off the bat? Because the Switch didn't.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like, with a large, sturdy stand.
Oh, that looks so much better.
Move it freely, like this.
2 ports,
In
okay.
addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
I guess just for accessibility.
It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera
Yeah.
or charging in tabletop mode.
Cool. Honestly, yeah, they probably should have had that for the original model too. Okay, how much
Nintendo
storage?
Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage.
Okay, that's
8 times that of Nintendo Switch.
still not a lot, but that's better than the original Switch. That's good. That's much
Read and
better.
write data is also faster.
New dock 4K support. Nice,
Use the
nice,
Nintendo
nice.
Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4
It doesn't look super sturdy, but it does look better than the original model, so
HDR also
I'll take what I can get.
TV mode.
That is pretty cool that we got 4K compatible. I wasn't expecting it to have 4K capabilities, so that's cool.
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool.
Oh, that's
This
nice.
helps keep performance stable.
Yeah, the original dock didn't have that, so that's nice. Because, yeah, my Switch, it didn't overheat, but it did get pretty hot
On Nintendo
sometimes.
Switch
so.
2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
Which is nice. I don't want to get rid of my old Switch, though. Especially because it said not all games are going to be compatible. So that's why I'm like, nope, can't get rid of it. I got to keep my original Switch for now. Also, I just don't like getting rid of my consoles anymore.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch. We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features. And to help players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game.
Okay.
Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself.
Oh, I heard about
Nintendo
this
Switch 2
one.
Welcome Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game. There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them.
Okay, so what is this game going to be?
This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?" The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets. And those magnets are inside the system. The
You know, I'm really
SL
hoping that those
Joy-Con
magnets
2
can
are made of metal,
last for a good while.
so that's how they attach to the system. A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach. Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this. You can adjust the position of the golf
Don't they have a
club
lifetime
into the
warranty?
cup,
I'm pretty
rotating the
sure.
Joy-Con 2.
But it's like it's like how the Joy-Con, the original Joy-Cons have that drift issue.
Things like this are
I
possible.
was lucky to never really have it, but that's also
There are
because I don't
secrets
really
to
use the
discover,
Joy-Cons.
even as you're
So,
playing minigames and
like, I
time tests.
typically, whenever I'm playing on the Switch, I'm 9 times out of 10 I'm
Some
using
of the secrets
the
range
Pro
from the unique
controller.
features of the system
So,
to tiny
and
details
Nintendo
like
was
that
very like,
until they're pointed out.
"You're SOL, buddy. Sorry, go buy some more Joy-Cons."
Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Why would
So please check it out if you're interested.
Why would that be a paid game? Why not just have that just be a demo that comes with the game with the console?
Nintendo Switch 2.
Because it doesn't look like you're gonna. Nobody's gonna want to play that for longer than maybe like 30
Nintendo
minutes.
Switch 2 titles.
I do like the. I like the red. I like the red. I like the red's my favorite color.
It has much faster data reading speeds. Next up is additional storage. Switch 2.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new SD card for my Switch for the Switch too, huh?
They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible. Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Ooh, okay, good to know.
Additionally, to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature.
Okay.
With this feature, you can transfer save data.
Oh, so it's basically the same
games,
transfer
and more.
thing you do with when you have two
We're
different
also
switches.
releasing a new Pro controller.
This is all I needed to know.
It has a C button, which launches game chat.
I know,
There are
we know,
new
guys.
GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing.
There's a headphone jack. I see it.
In addition, an audio jack has been added. We've introduced
About time.
two new features, and after today's presentation.
But again, it's like, why would you put the so you have the headphone jack there,
There will
and
also
you
be an
we can't just do
access
game chat like that?
website where the three of
Does
us
it have to be through the console itself? Like,
Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
I'll probably read that later.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date. Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th. We're very much looking
I
forward to
really
the
wasn't
game
expecting them
to
to
experience
launch it so
so
early.
please
I
wait
was
just a bit longer.
honestly expecting it to launch. Like I said it earlier. I was expecting it to launch in like November
Broadly speaking,
or even October at the
Nintendo
earliest.
Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games.
All right.
The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Yeah.
These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2.
They're made specifically for the console.
The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more.
So basically, like the PS5 upgrades.
Now, I'd like to show
Excuse
you
me.
the Nintendo Switch 2 Edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
It's gonna take me a minute to get used to that new animation.
Is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls,
Cool.
audio recognition,
Cool.
more expressive rumble,
Okay.
and gameplay that uses a camera accessory. All of which can be accessed on Switch 2.
Okay, that's kind of cute.
Let's check out 3 new and updated
I won't deny
modes.
that's actually kind of adorable.
First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities.
Just regular ass Mario Party.
See each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions and emotions in real time.
Oh
Or
God,
your
Chan.
friends can take the party online. Up next
Okay, so what is
Bowser
this?
Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage 2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins. Guide an RC car with your voice. Go. And compete
This
with
feels
other mini-games
very.
using full body
You know what this reminds me of?
Finally.
Does anybody remember the eye toy from the PS2?
With the safety bar
That's what this
lowered and
That's what that
secured,
reminded me of.
You're off. Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel
Aw, the
bumps and
flowers from,
rumbles of the coaster.
Mario Wonder are here. That's cool.
When you enter a pipe, a mini game will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm.
Okay, so
And
there's.
one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects. Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive mini games. How quickly can you reach the station?
Something tells me those aren't going to get a lot of play time. Like I will definitely try them out on my own, but or with friends, but like,
The biggest party yet.
I have a sneaking suspicion those aren't going to be played very much.
Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2 July 24th. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Okay, I've seen about the upgrade packs.
Look forward to a new Mario Party experience.
I'm gonna share my thoughts on those in a minute,
While playing.
or when we get to the end.
Continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
Okay, now these absolutely needed that upgrade.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Because both games still are absolutely wonderful, but honestly, any way to play these games even more upgraded, I'm not going to complain. I love these games so much.
Higher definition graphics.
Also, now everybody can shut the fuck up about this game's frame rate.
Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes.
Oh, okay.
This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on
Oh, okay. That's I thought I was gonna be like, oh, so that's like this is basically like a full-on like addition to the game, kinda, but
guide you to various locations like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
okay.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
That's cool.
Or you can share your creations using QR codes. And send them
Ooh,
to
that's
others to
cool.
participate in their game.
Yo, to whoever made Godzilla in Tears of the Kingdom, could you share that, please? Also, yes, it was basically a GPS. I didn't even really think about that until you said it, Jay. Kirby! Aw, Kirby's getting an upgrade.
You'll be able to enjoy
I haven't finished this game.
exclusive to the Nintendo
I just realized I never finished Kirby and the Forgotten Land. We'll have to come back to it. I love this game, man. It's so good.
This story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure.
Okay, is this just going to be going through the same levels again, or?
Beyond, we'll have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
I might just, no joke, I might just wait for Metroid Prime for the Switch 2. I feel like this is just going to be better on Switch 2.
In addition to stick controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
Okay, that's kind of neat.
Plus, you can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second.
I actually
Or
also,
enjoy smoother action in full HD at 120 frames per second.
I do wonder, can you actually
Choose
attach
from
a
these two
mouse
modes,
to the
both of which support
console?
HDR, based on your preference and
I know you can
playstyle.
I'm pretty sure you can attach a keyboard to the original Switch, so,
Plus,
I don't know, I just think that'd be kind of cool.
Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this
This,
year,
I feel like, is
will
probably going to
receive
be better on
a
Switch 2 as well.
but a Nintendo
Like, I think I'd rather
Switch
wait
2
to get this on
edition
Switch
as
2.
well. By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rate.
This game does look really cool, though. I was fully expecting it to be like Arceus, but
The Nintendo
no,
Switch
it's
2
a
edition
completely different type of
just
game.
saw will be available as both physical and digital versions.
Okay, cool.
And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Again, I'm not a fan of the upgrade packs, and I'll
If you're
explain that in a
looking
minute.
forward to These Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand
There
new
you
game
are, Hunter.
featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers. Please take a look.
Click. They are really proud of that mouse feature, huh? They are really showing this off, so like they are really proud of this one. Okay. So it's a 3-on-3 wheelchair basketball game? That's kind of cool. It's definitely gonna. It's definitely a. If it ain't the mouse, it's definitely the camera. They are really proud about the chat feature also. This looks neat, but I feel like this is just gonna become like ARMS. How many of y'all remember ARMS for the Switch 1? It was a launch title. It was a big launch. Like, Nintendo made a big deal about ARMS. It was a launch title. It was basically a fighting game, but you used the Joy-Cons as your fists. And it was such a cool concept. It breathed so much life. It's really cool character designs. Min Min, one of the characters in the game, is a playable character in Smash Brothers. But yeah, nobody talks about ARMS anymore. I guess because it was a little gimmicky. Even I can't deny that. But ARMS did look really cool, and I feel like Dragon Drive looks like it's gonna be like the same thing. Like, it'll be a neat showcase for the Joy-Con 2, and that's about it. This was a really cool announcement. When I saw people talking about this earlier today. I've mentioned before, I'm not a From Software guy. I'm not really a Souls game type of dude, but admittedly, the fact that Elden Ring is coming to the Switch 2 is pretty fucking rad. And it looks like no catches. Like, it's just Elden Ring. Like, that's really cool. One of my dogs was being a little sassy down there.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasabin from Supergiant Games. Here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Nice.
Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan of Time. You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth.
Excuse
Get
me.
to know dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback.
I like that they actually called him Heracles instead of Hercules.
Game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
Maybe one day I'll play Hades 1. 'Cause that game does look kind of cool. I'm not a huge dungeon crawler guy, but it does look cool. Now this is cool to see. Again, not even really that big of a Street Fighter guy. I'm definitely more of a Mortal Kombat and Tekken guy, but I'm not going to complain about Street Fighter 6 getting added. Hey, those amiibo are really cool. Why not release Ryu and Ken ones? They're already in Smash Brothers. Like, okay, hold on, let me, Hunter. Oh no, yeah, like I think it's cool. That sounds like Patrick Seitz, the voice actor.
We will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels! Thanks for the warm welcome!
This planet will be ours.
The sovereign axiom, the Trinitas, has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
Is it?
Because we're in the middle of a
This
war.
looks like, I was gonna say Gundam, but I feel like that's not correct.
I'll tear you apart!
All children, bring hope to our
Oh, of course. Was Daemon X Machina really that popular, or that, was it actually that successful to get a sequel? Because I felt like nobody talked about it when it came out.
The game is a story about friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy. Together, they get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them break free.
Okay, this looks kind of cute.
Let me tell you this: if you like It Takes Two, you're gonna love this one. Trust me. And of course,
I still need to play It
able
Takes
to
Two.
Play Split Fiction on the day Switch 2 launches.
But Split Fiction looks like that looks like a cool idea.
We're bringing fans together across the world. both
Ew,
on
EA.
the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce the EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software.
That'd be nice.
We are bringing Hogwarts.
I did think about streaming this on YouTube instead, but I was like, my Twitch info's already in here.
You'll be immersed in a wizarding world like
I want to care, but fuck J.K. Rowling. That's all I'm going to say. In case you couldn't tell by the flags in the background, fuck J.K. Rowling.
Discover the enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
Captain, is that mic supposed to be on?
Nice! Honestly, I'm actually shocked that they didn't just make a new Pro Skater game after the success of the first two remakes. But, okay, not complaining. It's cool to see that these games still have some life in them. Okay, that's fun. There's a Bikini Bottom level. That's cool.
Hello, this is Christian Elberdam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination.
I was about to say, like, that looks like Hitman.
As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination.
I can't tell if this is running on Switch 2. This is the first one that looks a little funky to me.
Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
What? Is this what I think it is? Oh, hell yeah! Okay, that's cool.
The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
New James Bond game, that's awesome.
The story of light and shadow that never fades is reborn.
I'm not gonna lie, I saw Square, and immediately I was like, finally, Kingdom Hearts running natively on the Switch. Nope, it's Bravely Default. I have this game. I never beat it. I don't know. I zoned out of it after a while. It didn't hook me.
With unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
Yeah, maybe one day. I was about to say, like, I want to safely assume this is going to be Yakuza or Like a Dragon.
1988年東京と大阪2つの歓楽街を舞台に土地を巡る争奪戦が勃発。伝説の始まりを追加シーンとともにお楽しみください。発売日は Nintendo Switch 2の発売と同じ日です。今後のシリーズ展開
My friends, some of y'all have been telling me to get into this series. Maybe one day.
We'll have more games to
They look like stupid, silly, cheesy fun, and honestly, y'all know me. Those are the kind of games I love. So,
please take a look.
Okay, what else you got for us? Wait, I think I know one of the games that got announced today. Not this one. I do know this one actually. I did see the title for this one, and I got very excited.
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on the surface, their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom. But in time, a terrible evil arose.
Look, if this just means we get more Matt Mercer's Ganondorf, I'm not complaining.
Fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the imprisoning war.
I also really hope that they don't. I'm really hoping they don't pull that bullshit that they did with what was it, Hyrule Warriors, what was it, Age of Calamity, where they basically go like, this is if the heroes won that war. Like, no, no, I hate that. I hated that they did that. So this one I'm hoping, like, no, show the whole fucking war. Don't change anything. No alternate timeline bullshit. Also, I really hope Age of Calamity gets an updated Switch 2 version, because oof, that game really needs it. The frame rate on that one is a bit of a mess. So, like, to the point where it gets distracting. Like, that's the only time I ever really get a little snobby about frame rate, is when it gets so choppy, it's actively distracting to look at. But this is cool. I like this. Also, this is probably the first Hyrule Warriors game without Link, because he's not there. So yeah, he's not part of that war. He's stuck in the present in that time period. So
It's being developed by
Yakuza 0 is a good start to play Yakuza, but I only played Like a Dragon. Yeah, I'll get to it maybe one day.
To the untold story of the imprisoning war, which took place in Hyrule.
But yeah, seriously, don't fucking Nintendo, don't pull that bullshit. Let them fucking lose, because that's what actually happened.
You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch
Good.
2.
Look, as long as my account carries over, that's all I care
Nintendo
about.
Switch Online Plus expansion pack. You can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2. Please take a look at this.
This is the one I was the most excited for. About fucking time! I hate that it's only on Switch 2, but fuck, I'll take it. Because finally the GameCube is getting the love it deserves.
Originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like
We are definitely not getting Wind Waker HD anytime soon.
controlling the wind using a
It is the trade-off we have to accept. But
The Legend of Zelda?
yeah, I really hope that they still release Wind Waker HD, but oof.
A tale of souls and swords eternally retold.
I'm only hyped for this because, yeah, this is the one with Link in it. That's so cool.
Fighter comes equipped with a different weapon, and Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray. Soul Calibur 2. Experience a world of
Oh, fuck yeah, okay.
over 2,000 kilometers per hour. 30 machines
I used to have a demo.
on the line in depth.
I used to. Oh yeah, Hunter, you still need to get a new Switch.
Series first. Machine
Hey, you can get a Switch too.
Get ready to experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer,
Hell yeah.
four can play together locally or online. Enjoy these classic games with clearer image
Still,
quality and higher resolution.
Nintendo, just put Wind Waker HD on the console.
Also, check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
Finally, Jesus Christ! Why was that not a feature before? Okay, so let's look at some of these. Okay, so we have Mario Sunshine. If you have Mario, if you already have Mario 3D All Stars, though, that's not really that big of a deal. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. That's cool. That's really cool because I know the physical copy of that game goes for fucking insane prices. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, and as Raven also, hi Raven, how you doing? Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness is going to be on there, along with Pokemon Coliseum. We have Super Mario Strikers, the best one. Honestly, that's the game I'm the most excited for because I adore that game. Chibi Robo. That's great. I love that Chibi Robo's going to be there because that game looks so cute. I've never got to play it, but also the goats, Luigi's Mansion. Hell yeah. So also, hey, if I get a Switch 2 before Halloween, guess what game we're playing, baby? And of course, Pokemon Coliseum.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack launches the same.
I'm just so happy, man. About fucking time the GameCube gets on there.
A dedicated controller designed
Yes!
after the original GameCube controller will also be released.
That's what I was actually hoping for the most. Yes, I know there's a lot of third-party controllers that are available that are shaped like the GameCube controller, but I want the actual GameCube controller, you know? Like, I wanted an actual GameCube controller, and you can bet your fucking ass I'm buying that shit, because that looks awesome.
It can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access.
Yeah, whatever. I do. Now that being said, I do hope that can be compatible with the original Switch as well, because it'd be nice to be able to use this with the regular Switch or with the regular Switch games. Like, no joke, I kind of want to buy... I might end up buying this before I buy the controller. Or before I buy the console. So, unless I end up saying fuck it and just buying the Switch 2 day one, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Y'all will know if I get the Switch 2 at launch, alright?
Also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
But yeah, dude, I need that for Smash Brothers, dog. Like, I love this bad boy for Smash. This is a great controller for Smash, by the way. The Pro Controller, great controller for Smash. But the game controller is superior. So that and this. Also, that it just hit me. That means Melee might come to the Switch, or might come to Switch 2, which I'm more of a fan of Smash Ultimate. I have said that over and over again. I prefer Ultimate to Melee. That being said, it would be nice to be able to have Melee on the Switch whenever you want it. Also, it would probably have online play somehow. That'd be cool. That being said, Nintendo, could you also put Smash 64 on the Switch as well? That'd be nice. Anyway.
Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
What else we got? Hello. Oh, Delta. Oh! Okay. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. 3 and 4? They only released 2 chapters. I actually have both chapters on my original Switch, by the way. They were free. That was the only reason I got them. But hey, now I have a reason to actually play. Actually, you know what? I do need to play Undertale, now that I think about it. I've never played Undertale before. That is a game I would love to play, though. If I don't know how I'm going to focus, how am I going to do streaming and Let's Plays at the same time? I haven't figured it out. I feel like streams are just going to be stuff like this from now on. But, like, when I talk about, like, Switch news or movie or video game news, stuff like that, you know?
I'm Randy from Gearbox. Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship Borderlands game, will launch on Nintendo Switch 2. Borderlands is back. Loot and shoot your way through a world filled with wild enemies and outrageous...
Makes sense. I mean, yeah, Borderlands being on Switch 2 makes a lot of sense, so I'm not going to complain about that at all. Maybe one of these days I would love to actually try these games out again and see if I end up liking them, because I did try, no joke, fun fact, the very first game I played on my PS3 was Borderlands. One of my buddies from high school at the time, because I got my Switch 3 very late in high school. I think I was already a senior. And the day my PS3 came in, my buddy lent me a copy of his copy of Borderlands, so I played that for over the weekend. And I had fun with it, but it didn't like hook me the way I thought it would. So maybe one day I'll try it again. Civilization. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna play Civ. So just, someone's gonna be happy about that. So good for y'all.
Even more news from 2K.
So just a heads up, there is going to be an ad break coming in on if you're watching the live version of this stream.
2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Plus NBA 2K as well.
Cool. I mean, cool, but I'm like so burnt out with WWE 2K. I don't even care. I would care more if I wasn't as burnt out with those games as I am currently. I didn't even get. I still haven't gotten 2K25, and I don't really have any intention to. Oh yeah, but there is an ad break coming in like 30 seconds, so just prepare yourself. So what the heck is this? Okay, ad break starting. I apologize in advance.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
He looks like a little shy guy.
Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2.
He sounds so bored. Here, just here's the first look. Hold on.
Now reloaded in a new 3D art style. You can expect some fan favorite elements to return.
Gotta ban that shit.
We're excited to share more with you in the future.
Dave, you gotta sound more enthusiastic about about your game, dog. Yeah, don't worry. I banned the bot. We're good. I like this art style. It's cute. It's colorful. Starseeker, okay. This looks cute. I'm gonna need more info though.
Hello, my name is Adam Badowski from SuperBrett64. We are delighted to bring the
Nice. That's cool.
Nintendo players for the first time.
Hi, Keanu.
77 is an open-world action-adventure RPG set in Night City. Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport yourself to the City of Dreams at home or on the go. Get ready to meet unforgettable characters and discover engaging stories when Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition comes to Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day.
Is it because of the mobile app?
こんにちは。スクエアエニックスの浜口です。任天堂スイッチ2で
This is cool.
リメイクインター
No Taco Bell, I don't want your food.
本作はミッドガル脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの1作目となり20年以上の時を
I mean, this is rad. I'm not getting it for the Switch 2 though. I still have the PS5 version. I'm good.
FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
But that is nice. That gives me hope that they're probably going to put Rebirth on Switch 2 as well. So still need to play Rebirth. One day weekend was just a 4-day trip to do this direct video instead. That's funny. New Hollow Knight game, cool. Story of Seasons, another farm sim kind of game. Goodnight Universe, okay. 2 Point Museum. Wild Hearts S. I'm fucking with this music though. Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. Oh, cool! New Puyo Puyo Tetris game. I survived Taco Bell's onslaught. Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Hell yeah, this game looks cool. Star Wars Outlaws. Fun, fun. Honestly, it's so cool to see the Switch 2 get so much support right off the bat. Fast Fusion, aka not F-Zero, I'm assuming. Shit, this game looks like such a I want this game, though. Shadow Labyrinth. The fucking dark Pac-Man game. Honestly, yeah, the PS5 Pro... honestly, I keep forgetting the PS5 Pro is even a thing. Like, there was no reason... I have no reason to get a PS5 Pro, because the launch was just kind of meh. Ridge Racer! New Professor Layton game. Cool, cool. Tamagotchi Plaza. That's cute. Human Fall Flat 2. Okay. Don't even know about the series at all. So, but cool. But yeah, I love seeing like all that variety right off the bat. Like, that's cool.
We've shown a lot of games so far.
Yeah.
The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners. Please take a look.
Okay, which one is it? Because there's one game in particular I really want to see. I refused to watch the trailer when I saw the announcement for it. So this one I did see. I do know what this one is. It is not Resident Evil. It looks like Resident Evil. It's not Resident Evil. I promise you it's not. I did see the trailer for this one, though, online earlier. Mostly because I saw a YouTube short of Maximilian Dude reacting to it. It's not Silent Hill either. It's neither. It's not any of the big horror games. I will say that.
And transport him.
I have a coworker though who might really like this reveal.
To humanity's very dusk.
But yeah, this was like a huge deal online this earlier this afternoon. This Mario game looks weird. I can't tell if this game just looks naturally kind of pixelated or if that's just because I'm streaming it from the Switch itself. And like not watching it on YouTube where the quality might be a little bit better. Damn, Smash Bros. God damn it. Are we... Wait, is he a vampire? Okay, that's cool. Big, ugly blue frog boy.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
That's a fucking dinosaur.
The moon tears will flow for one, and one alone.
This does make me think of like Castlevania meets Bloodborne. Dusk Bloods. So yeah, this is kind of, a lot of people saw this and were like, is this the closest thing to Bloodborne 2 we're getting? All this to show he's a new character for Smash. You know what? He'll probably be a character in Smash 6. So yeah, I can see that. But yeah, like it looks like a spiritual successor to Bloodborne.
A brand new game by From Software. We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game, so please check it out when it's available.
Cool.
That's all from our publishing and development partners. We'd like to thank the developers who appeared today, as well as our publishing and development partners who prepared footage for this presentation. In addition to what you saw today, our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Well, yeah, that's expected.
We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
Excuse me. Oh, I saw this one. I did hear about this one. This is really exciting. There he is. Hi, Kirby. Nice having you back again, buddy. Kirby's fucking pissed. There we go. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, it's so cool! Kirby Air Ride's back! Oh, so cool. I really hope that's not the final logo. Hi, Sakurai! I haven't played it either, but I know a lot of people are really happy about this announcement. It's a cult classic in the Kirby fandom, so it's cool to see that this game is getting a sequel finally. Damn near 20 years later. Okay, now this is the one I was very excited about. I've refused to watch a single clip from it because I wanted to get my actual reaction, like, here. Basically, that's basically what Kirby Air Ride is. It's basically the Kirby racing game. There he is. There he is. So, yeah, that's just what Donkey Kong looks like now. I'm not even going to complain about it. I like the more retro design for him. I think it's cool. I don't like that he's wearing pants. Why does Donkey Kong wearing clothes make me uncomfortable? Also, a 3D Donkey Kong game, not a country style game, so that's cool. Oh, there's a country style level in it though. Okay, now where's Diddy? Where's Cranky? Where's Dixie? Where's everybody? My only complaint so far, where's everyone else? Going to perverts these days. Yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza. This game looks so cool. Glad to see DK's back, though.
That was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength,
I guess he doesn't keep them?
walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world. More details will be shared in the future.
Good, because I'm still wondering where the fuck the rest of the cast is.
Thank you for watching so far.
It might be like a Mario Odyssey type thing where you can change his outfit throughout the game.
Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch.
Okay.
We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World.
I don't see. I was thinking. See, when I saw that they were gonna have a version that came with Mario Kart, I was like, oh well, that's a no-brainer. But it doesn't come with a physical cartridge. Y'all know me. I like my physical. I like my physical copies.
But that's all we have to
So.
share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We're very
It's not
much
too much
looking
longer.
forward
It's
to
what, like
everyone
June,
being able
like
to
early June. So like what?
Nintendo
That's
Switch 2.
it's June 5th. So it's April, May, June, 2 months. We got 2 months left.
Thank you very much.
Probably, yeah. You can probably give him different costumes throughout the game. Also, Hunter, I appreciate you doing the DK rap. Okay. Okay, we're stopping there. We're not doing anything else. We're not watching anything else. Okay, so we have watched the Switch 2 Direct. I don't really. I mean, I said most of my thoughts throughout, but like, yeah, I'm excited. Of course, I'm excited. I'm a Nintendo guy. I've been a Nintendo guy all my life, and I'm just really happy to see that we're finally getting a new upgrade to the Switch, and not just an upgrade, but like a full-on new console in general. Like, that's just fucking exciting. I'm so happy, Hunter, again with the Donkey Kong rap. This is why he's my best friend. But yeah, like we got some cool announcements. I have some complaints. I did see people complaining about the price point. I'm gonna be honest, while obviously I'm not happy about how expensive it's gonna be either, it's still less expensive than a PS5 or an Xbox Series S. So, to be completely honest, the price point is honestly not even the worst thing about it. It's like $450, I think, which is pricey, but not the worst. It could have been way more expensive, and we know they could have done worse because this is Nintendo we're talking about. So yeah, like the price point is a bit much, but like honestly, Nintendo's done worse. So also, it'll probably get a price cut like by the end of the year, most likely. If not by the end of the year, and even then, like I usually tell people like I usually don't do consoles right when they launch because there's usually not a lot to do, you know. Like with I got my PS5 in 2023. That was 3 years after. That was about 3 years after the PS5 even launched. And by that point, I mean, there still wasn't a lot of content exclusively for the console, if we're going to be completely honest. But, like, by that point, it did have some content on there. Whereas the Switch 2, there's a few exclusive titles, but not a lot. So, like, I don't think I'll get it on launch day. I would like to get it during this year, though. At the very least, before October, if it means I can play Luigi's Mansion on stream or on what's it called, on YouTube as well. With the GameCube being a thing now, so that's really exciting, though. But yeah, the price point is a sticking point for a lot of people, and I completely understand that. Here's my issue with it, though. The biggest issue I have with it is the Switch 2 upgrade thing. So how they set it, from what I understand, so some games have their Switch 2 enhanced versions, you know, like Mario Party. They had like Mario Party, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and then both Zelda games. If I remember, also apparently Nintendo announced online that they're planning on doing upgrades for Link's Awakening and Echoes of Wisdom, which is nice to see. Those games really need it because oof, that frame rate. Says the guy who swears he's not a frame rate snob. How about you know what? Here, to explain that, I'm not a frame rate snob in the sense of like everything has to be at like 100 million frames per second. I will take a steady, consistent 30 frames per second than I would over a game trying to do 60 but failing every single time. Like I prefer like Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, my favorite game of all time. That game runs at 60 FPS or 30 FPS on Switch, but it's a consistent 30 FPS. It never drops. So I'll take that over the game trying to run at 60 but then dropping to like 40 to 30 frames per second every other minute. You know what I mean? So that's like when I care about frame rate. If it's a consistent 30, I don't care. Like I'm like, look, most people can't tell the difference anyway. So, but okay, so but here's the problem with the enhanced versions of the Switch 2 games or the regular Switch games. So like, let's use Mario Party as an example because Mario Party was one of the ones that they showcased. They said that you can get an upgrade to. There is going to be a physical cartridge you can get for it, which I don't think that's the version I'm going to get because I'd rather just get the Switch 1 version and then just pay for the upgrade. But the upgrade, you still have to purchase that. You still have to pay for the upgrade, and it's like $15 apparently or something like that. I don't like that. I would prefer if it was just, hey, you have the Switch 1 version, here's the Switch 2 version free of charge. There you go. You already paid for it once, you don't got to put any more money down. I personally don't think that that's really fair to the consumer to expect them to have to pay even more money on top of it to have the enhanced version. Now, to be fair, the enhanced versions do come with some extra goodies and some extra modes and stuff. So, fine. I guess that can technically that could justify the charge, but it's still kind of stupid. Like I don't like that. I don't really like how they're setting that up. luckily, like with Zelda, I guess because they know how expensive those games are, especially Tears of the Kingdom. That's the most expensive Switch 2 game, or Switch 1 game. It's the only $70 Switch 1 game. But Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, those games, if you have the NSO expansion pass, you get the expanded the extended or the expanse, the upgraded version for free, which is really neat. I like that. But honestly, that's how it should be. If you have the expansion pass, it should just be like, oh, there you go. Like, or, you know, again, just you have the upgrade just because you have the original version. You just pop it into the Switch and then you're good to go. Just, it's a bit stupid. Because like Sony, for all the shit I give the PS5, they got that right with that console. The PS5, you can, if you have like a, for example, I dropped something and it hit my dog. I'm sorry, Angel. You okay? Like for example, I have Resident Evil 4 Remake on the PS4 because I got my PS5 a few months later. But it has the PS5 upgrade. Yes, I know it's backwards. I'm sorry. I usually have the camera mirrored. Apologies. But yeah, it has the PS5 upgrade. You just pop the disc in, and admittedly, it gives you it's basically a key for a digital version of the PS5 game. But it still works. You don't have to pay anything else. You just have to you just download the PS5 version and you're good to go. So I'm like, why can't they just do that with the Switch too? There's literally no reason why they can't do that, but oh well. And then the chat feature, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. I think I'm just gonna stick to Discord, thank you. It's a cool idea. It just seems really, again, it's like the Pro Controller has exactly what I wanted. The new Pro Controller, I should say. It'll have a headphone jack on the bottom, which is all I really needed. I'm like, just put a headphone jack there, let us put in a headset, and then bam, we're done. That's literally all we wanted. But Nintendo had to reinvent the wheel with it, or as Jay, how did you put it? I'm gonna look at your chat comment again. Just they have to go beyond what is required, which yes, that is exactly what Nintendo always does with this. And I'm just like, and then of course the camera was a bit much in my opinion. I don't think we really needed that, but all right. So yeah, it has some cool features, but I feel like those are only going to really be pushed for like a year, and then Nintendo's just going to forget about it. So what are you going to do? The mouse feature seems pretty cool. I do hope that that's something they keep for if they do a Mario Maker 3. I think that would be really cool to have it for. And there's a lot of other games that you could use it for as well, most likely. I did see that you could use it for Metroid Prime 4, which is really cool. So yeah, there's a lot. I think there's a lot of cool features that are in this new console, but I also think that some of them just seem really gimmicky and like they're only going to be used for like 1 or 2 games, and then everyone's going to forget about it. As for the games that were announced, excuse me. I mean, obviously, y'all know what we do on this channel. We're excited for Mario Party Jamboree, of course. Like I still need to get that game. And of course, we're excited for Mario Kart World. Again, have you met this? How long have you been following this channel? Or if you're watching this back on YouTube, hi, I'm SuperBrett64. We played a lot of Mario Kart on this channel before. But yeah, like I'm really excited for that. Of course, Donkey Kong Bonanza looks fucking cool as hell. Like that just looks like a really fun game. So I'm really excited for that one. And then of course, finally, GameCube games are being added. I'm sad that they're only going to be on the Switch 2, but I'll take it. It is one of those things where I'm like, you know what? We're getting them anyway. I'll take what we can get. Also, that controller just looks beautiful. I need it. I need that GameCube controller. I need it. I'm dead ass. I'm probably gonna buy the controller first, and then just buy the Switch 2 later in the year. But yeah, a lot of cool announcements. We'll see where they go because the Switch 1 knocked it out of the park. It's like what, the second best-selling console of all time now. And it's like every single day it's like inching slightly closer to the PS2. So like it might beat that record one day. Well, I don't know. It has a good chance to, because Nintendo would be stupid to take the Switch 1 off the market after like a year. They're gonna keep it on the market for a little while. before it's like, but it's gonna take I think it's gonna take a while for the Switch 2 to really kick in. So yeah, I'm just really hyped, man. I'm really excited, but I am cautious. I'm gonna take some precautions with this one. But I am excited. I am very, very excited. Obviously, whenever I do get the Switch 2, we will do a little live stream for it and just have some fun. It's a good time to be a Nintendo fan right now. This is really exciting. It's a very, very exciting time. I was admittedly a little surprised. A lot of people pointed this out. I was a little surprised that we didn't get a new 3D Mario announcement, but we're gonna get one, like, obviously. It's just usually, Nintendo consoles usually launch with a big Mario title. Usually like how, like, the GameCube did technically launched with Luigi's Mansion, but not even technically, it did. But Mario Sunshine came out like a few months later, you know? And then, of course, you have, like, the Wii. Didn't launch with Galaxy, but Galaxy did come out pretty early on. The Wii U had New Super Mario Bros. U. Bleh. And then Odyssey came out like a few months after the Switch did, so yeah, I think we'll get, but I think it's just the fact that they didn't even tease a new 3D Mario. Like, that was really surprising. So, like, we're definitely gonna get one. I just expected to get an announcement for it, but they got something up their sleeve, so admittedly, though, launching with a new Mario Kart, that's a pretty smart move. You know, last time they launched it with Breath of the Wild and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which was the best 1-2 punch Nintendo could have possibly pulled for that console. And I guarantee that Mario Kart 8 alone is one of the main reasons that console sold so well. But also, Breath of the Wild right off the bat, come on now. So yeah, I'm excited. I keep saying it, but I'm excited. I'm just really excited to see where we go with the Switch 2. Do I think it'll be a runaway success like the Switch 1? I don't know. I really don't. I think it'll be very successful. I don't see, this isn't going to be like the Wii U. There's no way. But, or it could be worse. It could be like the Virtual Boy. I don't see it being like that, though. I think the Switch 2 is going to be like, it won't be a runaway hit, but it's going to do pretty well. I do see it doing well. I don't see it outselling the Switch, though. I don't know why. I can't see Switch 2 outselling the Switch 1. I just can't. But either way, like I said, I've said it a million times, I am very excited. I'm cautiously excited because this is Nintendo we're talking about, and they do sometimes tend to somehow fuck up a layup, but they're doing a lot right with this. They really are. And you know what? I was actually about to do a little sign off because I was like, we're basically done here. There's not much else to really talk about. I do have one piece of information that made me kind of sad because I called this. I said that this is what this console should have been named. And apparently Nintendo thought the same thing. Apparently, during development, the Switch 2 was going to be called the Super Nintendo Switch. We were so close to perfection. Like, it was right there. It was right there. I don't care. Look, Switch 2 makes more sense from a marketing standpoint. It does a good job of telling consumers, yes, this is a brand new console. This is not just an upgrade to the original. It is a straight up brand new console. Super Switch just sounds better, okay? It sounds better, and it's also a cheeky little reference to the Super Nintendo. So, yeah, it would have been cool, but I also totally get why they didn't do it. So, I would have preferred it. But look, look, Switch 2's fine, okay? Look, I'll accept defeat, but I'm accepting defeat out of spite. Okay. That's about it, though. I don't really have anything else to say other than I'm excited for the 50th time. I'll see y'all later. Check the replay out on YouTube, and if you're watching it on YouTube, go check out my other videos. Maybe if I remember, I'll put something in the iCard right up here so you can go check out another video. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.